Hello there, everyone, and welcome back once again to more Crash Team Racing Part 10. We're actually on now. So, welcome back, guys. We are beginning World 4, which is our last world we'll be entering now. So this will be the final 4 tracks we'll be racing on. Our first track we're going to be starting with, which is Engine Laps. Which is also another one of my favourite tracks to race on. We've also got Hot Air Skyway, Oxide Station, and we've got Cortex's Castle as well. Can be a bit of a tricky track, Cortex's Castle, but yeah, I mean, this Engine Labs is absolutely wicked, man. I mean, I love the middle part where you go through the speedway part. It's really big level up from when it was like on the PS1. But anyway, this is going to be a special part, guys, on this one. So since this is part 10 as well, and this will be like the last of the trophies I'll be getting now, because this is the last area I'll be racing on, getting the last few trophies. So once I've beaten all these tracks here to get all the last few trophies, of course we're going to be racing our last boss part of the game, which is Pinstripe Potaroo. He will give us our last 4th key to actually receive. But it's sort of like a bit different, like what we're normally used to. Like normally we beat a boss and then we proceed to get the CTR tokens like we did before. But it's not going to be the same for this one here. So as soon as we beat Pinstripe Potaroo and get our 4th key, straight away we'll have another cutscene from Oxide as well to be racing against him straight after. So I'll be actually including Oxide's final race in this part as well. So it's a bit of a treat for you guys, to be fair. It's going to be quite a long episode this is as well. I'm gonna leave the credits in if you want to look at it, or if you want to skip them. It's entirely up to you. But they are about 15-20 minute long, so it's up to you if you want to watch through them. I mean, I won't blame you if you didn't want to watch them, but I mean, I never like to watch the credits myself. Just skip them if I can. But I'll leave them in there for this part anyway, just in case, you know, just part of the game, I suppose, you know, just make it a fully 100% completion. But yeah, so what we're going to be doing on this part then, we're going to get all the trophies. We're going to beat 2 bosses, beat Oxide as well for the first time round. Bear in mind that was the first time round. We have got to race him again once we get all of the relics. So that's why it's quite crucial to get all of the relics in the game as well, if you want to get the 100% completion. If you want to go for that one anyway. So so basically we're going to race Oxide. We'll beat him, and he'll basically say to us, you know, basically, you didn't beat me in my finest. You haven't got all the relics, blah blah blah. You need to race me again once you've gotten all those. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, like I say, this video is going to be quite long, because I've got 2 bosses in this one, and also these races are pretty long. Our next one is Cortex's Castle. This one is a bit long, but Hot Air Skyway is about a minute long per lap. So that one's a bit long and all. And also we've got Oxide Station, which is also another longish level to do. But yeah, I mean, like, I can't believe we're actually on our last set of trophies, guys, to be honest. We're on our last set of trophies, lads, can you believe that? We've literally just flew through this game so quickly. I've hoped that you've actually enjoyed watching all the parts, the people who have been watching and coming back to my videos. You know, I really appreciate you guys coming back, and I'm just hoping that you do enjoy watching me race and enjoying my content, my commentary. And yeah, I want to plan to keep on going for you if I can. But I'm not going to stop here though. Once I'm done with CTR, I am going to move on to my next game. I'm hoping the new game coming out. I was going to discuss about this. I know the new Gears of War supposed to be coming out soon to PlayStation 5 from Xbox, so it's going to be cross-platform, which is going to be amazing if that's true, but it's looking likely that's going to happen. But also, there's a few new games coming out as well, modern games I'm talking, not so much retro. I do want to try and get my viewership up as well, and I need more people to know about me as well, so that's another reason why I want to do some of the new games coming out as well, so a lot more people can know about my channel and about me and all that. And if you like my content as well and my gameplay, yeah, I'll be doing plenty more for you guys, definitely. But that's the plan anyway. What I'm planning to do. I'm hoping, well, what I've heard, it's going to be Gears of War, either Gears of War 1, just number 1, Ultimate Edition, or maybe all 3 of them. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but hopefully I'll keep my fingers crossed on that, because I absolutely love the old Gears, the OG Gears of War. Gears of War 1, 2 and 3. Judgment was okay as well, but after that, I mean, Gears 4, Gears 5, terrible, absolutely terrible. Would not touch him with a barge pole. But yeah, that's the other thing I was going to do. There's also, what's that other game coming out as well? Doom, that's the one. Doom. So that's coming out, I think, next month. I think late March. So I was tempted to actually pick up that and maybe do like a walkthrough of that, like as such. But I will be honest though, I'm not the biggest Doom player though, but I'll have a blast for it, you know what I mean, because I've had a few goes of Doom in the past, like on previous games and all that, so I did alright on those, but hopefully that will bring a lot more viewership for myself, and I can start getting some subscribers back again, and more subscribers and things, which I plan to aim to do. But yeah, that's something to look forward to in the future, guys. That'll be around March time. So if I'm going to go with Doom, the next walkthrough I'll be flying through, that will be in next month's time. But until then, because I will be finished with CTR way before then, there's probably not many parts left of this CTR now. I mean, I've got once this part's over, this will be all the trophies done, all the bosses completed, all the keys collected, and beaten Oxide for the first time. We've got to beat him one more time, as I say, once I get all the relics. The next part I'll be doing, like usual, I'll be getting all the CTR tokens, and then, of course, the last 4 relics. Not including the 2 bonus ones, which I will be unlocking as well. So the next one will be part 11 CTR tokens, part 12 for the relics. Then once I've got all of those, then I'll be getting the last 5 coloured gems. So they'll be quite long parts as well, but may put them in like one big video like I have done here. So there's the purple gem, the blue gem, yellow gem, green gem, and the red gem as well. So there's like 5 cups I'll be doing. I don't know how many races there are on each of them. I'm guessing there's about 4, but I'll see how many I can fit in the video anyway. If I can, I'd like to do all of them in one video. It'd be like one big giant video for you guys. Yeah, I mean, like it'd be quite a lot for me to waffle on for about an hour on that video, but yeah, I mean, I'll probably talk about all the things like I'm talking about now, my future plans and all that. So yeah, I'll be talking about the races as I'm going through them and all that, and also the last the last 2 races, what I'll be doing then as well, after I've gotten the coloured gems, there's only 2 literally bonus relics to go for then. That's Sly Coliseum and the Turbo Track. The Turbo Track only unlocks once you get all the coloured gems as well. If you remember me saying a few parts in the early playthrough of it, when we first beat the first world and we went to the middle hub area, that's where it was. That's where it showed you that you need to get all the coloured gems before you can actually race on that level. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing then, guys. Hopefully you're going to be looking forward to that. I know it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for me to try and get first on every single one of them, but I'm going to do my best, as I always do. But yeah, so then also basically once we've done that, then that'd be about part 14, and then I might have like one more part, which is part 15, which is I'm going to be racing, getting them last 2 time relics, and also beating Oxide for the last time, and then that would be completely 100% completed of CTR, guys, and that would be the walkthrough completely finished, 100%/105%. That's what it is normally with Crash Bandicoot games. If you're going by like Crash 2, Crash 3, if you used to get all of the relics and all that, you used to get your 105% completion rather than just your 100%. But you did have to get all the gems as you usually do on them games. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. We are going to be getting all of those anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you guys do like Doom, you know, be sure to check me out on in March, because I'll be pre-ordering the game, and I'll be doing walkthrough day 1. As soon as I get it in my hands, I'm going to be uploading gameplay, and I'll be going through the campaign of it, the whole walkthrough. So hopefully I can gain some viewership there. New subscribers are always welcome, and yeah, that'd be great for me. So we're on our last track now, which is Oxide Station. A lot of anti-gravity like level, where you're basically racing where Oxide's ship is, inside his ship, should I say, in space, which is kind of like really cool, man, to be fair. I remember this back on the PS1, but it was never like this detailed as such. But I mean, the music is still the same, it's still wicked, still amazing. I might do like a little Easter egg thing on them cups or something. I might put the legacy music on as I'm going through the races, because you've all heard the music on legacy mode, what I've been playing through the whole of this story so far, and yeah. So, you know, just to change things up a bit. I was just thinking another idea. I could play as Crash like what I'm doing here for them last 5 different gems and all that. Or I could change my characters up, guys, if you want me to. I could be a different character per race if you want to see that. If you want to see me play as I don't know, one of the other racers, maybe like Pinstripe, or maybe Tiny Tiger, Enter Penguin, maybe Dingle Doll, or Entropy. One of those. Just basically each one of them on different cups. Something to change it up a bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's a bit of blue flame you could try and get on this track, but there is a lot of tight turns which can really slow you down on here. So just do the best you can do, really. I mean, if you're following around here, I mean, you blow your opponents really as such on this one. Same as a lot of the tracks. As soon as you get ahead, same for bosses as well. You just fly ahead of them. I remember, like, you know, on the original Crash Team Racing, that was pretty much exactly the same thing, really. As soon as you got in front, literally, you just blew everyone away. There was literally nothing they could do. They had no power-ups you could really throw at you. There was no blue flying shells. You know, like Mario Kart reference right there, the blue shell. Notorious blue shell. Or even the red shells. Yeah. No, they didn't do any of those things anyway. Though they just basically stayed right at the back where they were. They didn't really move. You ended up most of the time just lapping them. Yeah. Well, that's it then. I think that's all of the race, guys. Now that's all of the trophies complete, and we're ready to face our last boss for our fourth key, which is Pinstripe Potaroo. So when that cutscene plays in a second, I'll leave you to watch the cutscene, and I'll join you after that.
What, you call that racing? Forget about it. If you's gonna race Oxide, you's gonna have to get past me first. I'm the speed champion here, and I'm gonna save the world. For a sizable fee, of course.
Okay then, lads, we're back. So that was an improvement from just like all the previous bosses we've seen and raced against. Comparing it from the old PS1 days, I mean, like, they had a lot more animation I've noticed with these ones compared to the originals, which is going to be expected. I mean, PS5 to PS1, I mean, they had very low limitations what they could really do and put in there, but I noticed that they kept all the dialogue all the same, which is a really nice touch. So with Pinstripe Potaroo, pretty much same as all the rest of the bosses really. The only thing different about him is basically his weapon of choice is the bombs, the rolling bombs. Now he can be a bit of a nightmare if you allow him to get in front, because he throws literally so many bombs at you and he can just literally troll the fuck out of you. Which you don't want to happen. But you know, once again, pretty much as soon as you get in front, you're away really. I know back in the day a lot of people did have a bit of trouble with him, especially on the old PS1 day. He was like, oh, he's so hard, how did you get past him, he's so hard, you know, he just throws bombs galore at me, I can't get past him. I used to always tell people all the time, just basically all you need to do is at the start line, just try and get in front of him. Just get in front of him. If you need to, get one of the crates there, fire a few missiles at him so it stuns him, and then you should be able to get in front of him. And as soon as you get this like blue flame, especially on this one, I mean, as soon as you get the blue flame under that big jump there, I mean, you basically walk the floor with him then. And you know, if you can maintain this blue flame like around here, like I'm doing here, you know, you literally just basically almost lap him. You get that much in front, just like the rest of the bosses really. You know, you basically race him on Hot Air Skyway as well, which is an absolute amazing level, but also dangerous at the same time. So easy to fall off. Which you do need a bit of a practice if you want to pull off a few of the shortcuts around the track. And especially this one there, you want to try and air hop around that corner. So like we did on Dragon Mines when I was telling you about the tight corners, what came up there, you want to hop and then handbrake, which is hold the square button, and then turn either left or right, in that case right. So you can do a sharp turn in mid-air and then just bring it right round. And then just keep maintaining your speed. You will lose a bit of speed because obviously you're braking and all that, but you just ease off the brake and then back on the accelerator so you don't lose too much speed. This is another shortcut here. You can actually do that in blue flame as well, which can be quite tricky. But you want to try and, if you want to try and keep that, you want to stay in the middle of the track and then just do a sharp right on the left, and then that should take you round it. It takes a bit of practice. Alright guys, another cutscene's coming up now.
So, you's beat me fair and square. I doubt you'll be this lucky with Oxide. Here's a key for your troubles. Ah, brother. Well, The little terror vermin has finally collected all the trophies to become world champion. What took you so long? Now we prove who the fastest driver really is.
Okay, we're back once again, lads. So now that's what I was talking about earlier then, lads. For this one, it's a bit different. So we've just beaten Pinstripe Potaroo now. He's given us the 4th key. We've basically got the whole area unlocked now. We're ready to go. But once we've beaten Potaroo now, we've had a cutscene from Oxide to basically race against him, and he's basically challenging us now because we've gotten all of the trophies in the entire game, and we're basically ready to challenge him. Now, if you probably know Oxide, he's a cheating bastard. Put it blunt, I mean, like straight away at the beginning of the level, he basically cheats to try and get a head start on you. But again, once again, he can be a nightmare as well if you allow him to get in front. I'll tell you what, probably the worst time is when I've been racing against him. If you're going through like on hard mode, say through the campaign, through the adventure mode, and you get to race Oxide, like I did in my live stream. That reminds me, when I did my my live stream of this just before I started my walkthrough of Crash Team Racing, that's when I first came back into it, and I was pretty rusty at CTR because it's been like 6 years since I played CTR, which was back in 2019. That's the last time I really played it. And then, you know, I just thought, you know what, I'll have a little go, blah blah blah, and go through the adventure mode, see how I do. Really bad, to be honest. So rusty at the game. But I did manage to do complete adventure mode on hard mode. So I went through the adventure mode on Nitro fuel mode, but also setting the CPUs to hard mode pretty much. That was a bit of a game changer. I'll tell you that much. Especially the bosses as well, because they can really get ahead of you, and they do troll the fuck out of you. Not gonna lie. And especially Pinstripe. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Pinstripe and also Oxide. They're absolute lethal. Oxide just trolls you big time, man, because he just absolutely flies ahead of you right at the beginning of the level, especially when you want to try and get in front. And it's really hard to get in front of him, even at the beginning of the level, like I've done here. Really, as such, it's a different ball game really when you're trying to get on hard mode. It is difficult to get ahead of him on the hard mode. And you end up basically just having to stay behind him, wait for like some weapons to appear, and then try and get close to him, shoot him, and then get in front, and then repeat the cycle as such. Same for Pinstripe. He just bombards you with bombs galore, trying to get ahead, but he just flies ahead of you. But Oxide's like another kettle of fish, really. I mean, he's got every single weapon in the game. So he has all the bosses' weapons. So he has Ripperoos, Nitros, TNTs, Papu potions, green and reds. Also, he has the bombs from Pinstripe, and he also has what else is he on there as well? He has another weapon and all. I forgot which other one. And now literally scattered all over the map. So if you don't try and get ahead of him, he literally just leaves a layer of potions, bombs, nitros, everything all along the levels, which can be really frustrating to get in front. But yeah, it does take a bit of practice, but you will beat him. Look at that, I just managed to get all 104 for every single lap on that one. What a coincidence, eh? But yeah, that's Oxide beaten, guys, for the first time. There'll be another cutscene now, so I'll speak to you after that.
I can't believe you beat me! I never lose!
How embarrassing! I'll be the laughingstock of all Gasmoxia!
Fine! Your miserable planet stays gushy and green! At least you still haven't gathered all my time relics!
Until you've collected all of those and raced me again, you'll never be able to claim you are the fastest!
This won't be the last time you'll face Nitrous Oxide! We will meet again!
Okay, guys, so we're back once again. Now we're just on to the first tier of credits now. The first credits, official credits, shall we say, saying you've beaten the game as such, and basically just give you a little bit of backstory of each of the characters, that you've beaten the game, you've won it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, what they've done basically after they beat Oxide as such for their individual storylines. But like I say, that's not the true ending. If you want the true ending, you need to get all of the relics and then come back and then race Oxide once again. And then, yeah, so you basically have to race him again, and then you'll get the 100% real ending as such. And then you'll get another bombarded with a load of credits to read. But yeah, I mean, I was debating whether to either let you read through the credits here, or you could just listen to me just waffle on a bit now. It's entirely up to you. I'll probably talk for a bit as we go along here, but probably won't stay to the end because there's probably about 20 minutes of cutscenes here, and just credits rolling completely. So if you want to know about the backstories of what the characters did get up to once they beat CTR individuals, you're welcome to stay and all that. But there is I will skip to the end, pretty much right at the end. You'll see there's like a star next to it. So when I press start, you'll see like a little gold star next to Oxide, saying like a beaten Oxide. But that's not the true star. Once we get all the relics again, once we get all of the relics and we beat Oxide again, we'll get like a white star next to it, and that's like the proper version of that beating Oxide, as how we say. But yeah, that's what we're going to do anyway. So on our next part, we're going to be getting the last bunch of CTR tokens, guys. Last bunch, and also that would be it for World 4 then. All of the CTR tokens will be done. All of the trophies are done now as we speak, and then it would just be the last 4 relics for World 4, and then it'd be just them last 2 relics then to do, and that's it. Oh yeah, of course the coloured gems and all, how could I forget about them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of CTR, guys. It was sure of a blast for me. I had some challenges along the way, especially regarding the relic races, I'd say so. Some of them were really challenging. It took me quite a few tries. Sewer Speedway was one of them. Polar Pass, even though I love that level, still took me a few tries. Tiny Arena, that's another one, and I'm sure I'll have a bit of a nightmare with these last 4 as well. I can already see it. Probably Cortex's Castle is probably going to be one of them, definitely. Engine might not be too bad. I know there's quite a lot of boxes in there, and it's quite a bit of an easy platinum for what I remember. Platinum relic to get on that one. So that one I'm not too fussed about as such. Hot Air Skyway probably will be one what I need to probably have a bit of a ball out trying to get the platinum, especially if I want to try and get all the crates as well. Don't forget, I'm trying to get all the crates as well, guys. For use. You see how much I do for use. See how much effort I put in to get for all the crates for you guys. I'm showing you everything here. But yeah, like I say, that's what we're going to be doing then. We're going to get the last 4, and then we're going to get the last 2 bonus relics, and that'll be CTR completed. We'll just have to wait and see then. I mean, I'm still not 100% decided what I'm going to do next, until Doom comes out, or Gears of War for that matter. If Gears does come out about that same time, I mean, I'll take Gears of War, definitely. I'm going to do a full-on campaign run of that, and I may even do, if that one does very well, my walkthrough of Gears of War, I may even do a co-op playthrough with a mate of mine, and we're going to do the whole of the campaign again in co-op, but we're going to try and do it on Insane. But we may even try and go for all the collectibles as well. So we're going to get all the collectibles, all the cog tags. That's what the collectibles were in that one. Cog tags, the collectibles, and we're going to try and beat it on Insane together in co-op. I remember back in the day in 2006, that's when Gears of War 1 first came out on the 360. That's when I beat Gears of War about 5-6 times on Insane on my own. So when I went through solo, that's when I used to beat. I beat it about 6 times on my own. And then I used to have quite a few people always ask me, can you help me do Insane? Can you help me do Insane? And yeah, I always like to help people out, you know, to see if they can if they want a bit of a hand doing it. And I used to do it for them. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to be doing. I mean, hopefully, if they do it for PS5 and it's remastered, or they do like a remake of all 3 or 1 or 3, whatever, hopefully the graphics are much better and more of an improvement for PS5 standard, which would be great. So I can upload it in 4K quality like I've done for CTR. All my videos I'm going to try and do at least 1080p, or even maybe if I could do them 4K potentially. I'll try and do them all in 4K. That's what I'm going to try and do. But yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, I mean, like, Gears of War was such an amazing franchise. I mean, we're back in 2006. It was amazing when it first came out. I remember it day one because I did day one. Played it online on the multiplayer. Absolutely, what a blast it was. Friggin' amazing. Same for Gears 2 though. Gears 2, got that one day one. I think that was in 2008. I think that came out. Slightly different to the feeling of like how it played and all that. But I think Gears 3 nailed it, like with the gameplay and all that, and the story was brilliant on number 3. I absolutely love number 3. Number 1 and 3 are my favourite. Probably number 3, yeah. But yeah, I think that was like after that really, like, they went downhill. Epic Games did go downhill, especially with Gears 4. I mean, he weren't Cliff Blazinski, I think his name was, who made the original OG Gears 1 to 3. He wasn't there working for Epic Games anymore, so I think that's probably why it went downhill big time. I mean, Gears 4 was terrible with robots and crap. What the hell? What was that all about, really? You know, making robots and in it, just crap, absolute shite. And then also I didn't even bother with Gears 5. I mean, they absolutely made it feminist and all that crap, and women power and all that crap. No, that just flopped big time. I'm so glad it did flop, because it looked terrible, absolutely terrible, and it was just on and on. They made Marcus Phoenix such a wimp in it, weak, and it was nothing like compared to like the original Gears of War 1 to 3. Nothing like it. So I reckon that's why they're trying to go back to the original Gears, bringing him back, trying to get all the fans back and all that again, because no one's really caring about the new Gears 5. They've lost a lot of the fan base, what I've heard. Now, bearing in mind, I ain't even played a Gears of War game since Gears 4, and I only played a bit of that when I was when I had Xbox One a few years back now, but I only played a couple of goes of that. Didn't really enjoy it that much. It was nothing like Gears 3. It's nowhere near as good. But hey, you know, it's one of the things. Hopefully they can make it better now and go back to the original how it was. I know they are making the prequel to Gears of War 1, but I've heard some bad things about that already. I've heard it's supposed to be a bit woke and all that, which is a red flag, which is going to be flopping again if that's true. Hopefully not, but I don't trust any modern game developer nowadays, to be honest, because they always balls it up. But we'll have to see. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll just have to see. But the main thing is, like I say, if we can get that Gears 1 onto PS5, and Gears 2 and 3, maybe they can bring them later on or whatever, then that would be a big right step forward. That'd be the push in the right direction to know where they're going. And they'll bring a lot more old school fans back, like me. Like, you know, like I'm one of the old school fans of Gears. Remember how good the old school Gears of War was. So if they bring that back, they're going to bring a lot more old school Gears fans back, and they'll want to try and bring it back to play Gears once again. And I'll start playing it myself, but on PlayStation this time. And hopefully if it's like cross-platform as well, which I'm sure it will be, like, you know, Xbox and PlayStation playing together, that'd be quite an interesting concept to do. Well, yeah, I mean, it'd be especially if they've got to add online though, you know, because I don't want them just to do the campaign and that's it, and there's no online mode. But I can't see any sense why would they do that. You know, they should involve that, like, you know, adding more, you know, online things to do, like, you know, because they had multiplayer on the original Gears, and if they are bringing it to PlayStation, it won't make sense to not have the online side of things to that, you know. And then just also add the mic function as well, so people can talk on there. The old ones did, so I don't know why they wouldn't do it for this one. But yeah, we'll just have to see, like I say. So yeah, so what I was thinking then as well, so those are the future projects what I was going to try and do and get onto. Definitely one of those two I'll be doing anyway, whichever one drops first as such. That's the one I'm going to be doing. I haven't heard anything about Gears. I keep seeing it online lately on my feed that Gears, you know, it's being hinted it's going to be dropping. It's like a secret drop. It's going to be dropped out the blue. Whether, you know, it's not been announced officially yet, but now IGN have also said like it's going to be dropped. It's like a secret drop, you know, out the blue. So I mean, if they're saying it as well, it's going to probably happen very, very soon. My guess, if it is, I potentially think it's going to be probably March, probably next month. That's when Doom's going to drop. So if they drop out at the same time, that's going to be quite interesting. I'll have to probably just pick which one to do. If they drop roughly about a week apart, I'll have to try and just blast one of the playthroughs through. If it's Doom first, then I'll have to go through Doom, and then I'll go through Gears. If it's about a month apart, then obviously I'll do both of them, but it'll be separate from then. It'll be quite a bit of a gap though, that way, if it's a month. Also as well, if they don't drop though, if Gears don't drop, then it'll just be Doom. I'll be doing that. But yeah, I mean, like, I can't really think of any other games that actually coming out really as such. Not any ones what really catch my interest anyway, because a lot of these are woke, these ones now, so which really puts me off a lot. I really can't stand woke games at all. But yeah, I mean, like, it's hard. I really do hope they bring the gaming franchise does come back to how it used to be. Like, games, there was so many good games back in the day. Like, you never had to worry about any of this woke crap back then. It was just go, really good game after another. But yeah, I mean, like, I suppose we just have to see. Still a little bit of debate until March comes around to do those two projects, what I plan to do. But until then, there'll be a month between that and my next game as such. So I am not sure what to do for my next game, what I plan to do. One of them still may be Resident Evil, so start with Resident Evil 1 and then work my way through. I know, bearing in mind Resident Evil 1 is a very old game as well, so I probably won't expect many people to be watching that, just like my CTR here. I mean, not many people were watching this because, I mean, I can understand, I mean, it's 6 years old. Not many people know who I am anymore. It's been a long time. And I'm guessing, you know, Resident Evil 1, it's a very old game as well, even older than CTR, so, but it is the Resident Evil franchise at the same time, so, you know, it is a bigger franchise than the Crash series as such. So, I am a bit of a debate whether should I do it or not, or, you know, but I really wish one of them they should do is, I reckon they should do a Crash Bash remake. Now I remember doing a Crash Bash walkthrough many years ago as well. That was another one, a 200% walkthrough I was doing on that. But I really wish they done a Crash Bash remake for PS5. I know they brought out that Crash Rumble a few years ago. Loads of people was hoping for a Crash Bash remake, but it turned out to be Crash Rumble, and it was absolute wank. Simple as that. I knew that already. I could tell straight away when I first seen it. I thought, no, this is actually going to fail big time. The character design and the art style looks absolutely horrible, and I was right. It did flop after about a month. Hardly anyone played it, and I was thinking, you know, if only they'd done a Crash Bash remake, what so many other people wanted, including myself, people would have bought it. I guarantee you, loads of people would have bought Crash Bash remake. I would have bought it day one, and that would have been I would have done a walkthrough of that new PS5, and I would have done it day one as well. I would have been 6 years late like I have with CTR. Now that I'm back from the dead, you know, I would be doing that day one. So if they ever do drop a Crash Bash remake in the future, I am definitely going to be on that day one. You can be sure. You can bet your money on that, guys. I am definitely going to be doing that day one Crash Bash remake. As soon as that gets announced, or if you hear anything about a Crash Bash remake, let me know. Let me know. I'll be looking for myself as well. But then, if you spot something I haven't seen, just drop me a comment. Let me know that you do hear some news that is actually happening. Then, you know, I'll be definitely be on it. I'll be on it, and I'll be doing it. I'll be doing a 200% walkthrough of that, start to finish, like I have done with CTR, exactly the same. But yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed for that if that does happen in the future. Hopefully we'll have to just wait and see what happens this year, what actually comes out. I've heard that there's going to be a new Spyro 4, an actual official Spyro 4 game actually being in the works as well. But you know, whether or not that actually gets released this year is you know, another matter. Hopefully it does, but you know, I haven't heard much about that either at the moment. Just like Crash Bandicoot, that was amazing. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, 3, CTR and Bash, all 5 of them were amazing. Every single one of them Crash games. Same for Spyro 1, Spyro 2, Spyro 3. All of those were actually amazing. But as soon as they went to another developer, that's when they went downhill. I mean, Enter the Dragonfly, that was a broken mess, but that was really rushed. It was buggy as heck, and loads of glitches in them games. I played all of them. I did play all of them, and I did witness so many bugs and glitches in them games, which really turned me off a lot from them. The Crash Bandicoot as well. After Crash Bash, there was what was it? Crash Wrath of Cortex. That was it. Crash Twin Sanity. Twin Sanity, there was a few glitches and all that. It was a different devs. It was a bit different to normally Crash games, more open world. Wrath of Cortex was similar to Crash 3, but it wasn't as good quality wise. It was more of a clone of Crash 3 as such. But yeah, it was one of them. It was a lot harder as well, which really put me off a bit. But I remember when I had it back in the day on the PS2, I did actually finish it, and I did get I think I got mostly platinum relics on that game. But it was tough. It was a hard game, and it was long. The bosses were really overpowered as well. So I remember, I think it was Crunch Bandicoot. You had to beat on every single one, and you had like elemental masks. You had to fight against. So each one of the worlds had like the earth elemental, the water elemental, the fire elemental, the electric elemental, and then I think there was an ultra one, like where they had all of them, and you had to face Cortex right at the end with Crunch, and then he finally sees sense like he was being used, just like Crash was, you know. But I mean, like I noticed they got Clancy Bray back for Cortex as well back in that game, which was really welcoming. I really wish Clancy Brown came back for Cortex for this one as well. I'm not too fond of the new Cortex, the voice actor, Lex Lang. Funny enough, there he is, Lex Lang. He voiced Cortex now, but I don't know. I mean, he's alright, Lex, but I much prefer the OG Clancy Brown from the original Crashies. He should have voiced the Cortex, I would have thought. And same for Tiny as well. I miss the old Tiny voice actor, whoever done him. Tiny squish pruny cats. Yes. Whoever voiced that Tiny back then done an amazing job. Same for Clancy Brown. He should have well returned for Cortex. He was Cortex. I don't care what anyone says. He was Cortex, man. No one could beat that voice for him. But yeah, I mean, like, freaking hell, I've been waffling for about 45 minutes. We're almost near the end of the cutscene now, guys. So I do hope you enjoyed this special episode of Crash Team Racing, where we've gotten basically 80% of the game fully completed now. The last few relics to get now, and the last 4 CTR tokens to get. So I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you once again on episode 11, where we'll be getting all of the CTR tokens for the last time on World 4. Take it easy, guys.